Hello everybody and welcome to episode 16 of season 3 of Smackdown here in our WWE 2K25 universe mode, and we are kicking things off as always with the 24/7 title on the line. And of course this is the second to last Smackdown before the Elimination Chamber, as it appears the ever so athletic Dragon Lee is set to challenge Grayson Waller for the 24/7 championship. And of course it's been a bit of a roller coaster few months for this young man, Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee was a part of last year's Money in the Bank ladder match, failed to win the briefcase. He had an opportunity against Eric Rowan at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship and failed. Then at Payback, he and his brother Roosh failed to win the World Tag Team Championships from the Dudley Boys. But Dragon Lee, obviously a man that when he gets knocked down, he gets back up. He is looking to win his first piece of championship gold in his Universe Mode career, the 24/7 championship. Obviously a lot of men have held that belt in the past. Dragon Lee wants to be the latest in that list of 24/7 champs. Dragon Lee looks confident, but obviously the arrogant Aussie is the current holder of that belt. Grayson Waller, Monday Night Raw's own, looking to once again defend that championship. Grayson Waller, unlike Dragon Lee, actually won the Intercontinental title at one point in his career, back when he was a part of the Smackdown roster. He was brought over to Monday Night Raw in the draft a couple weeks ago. He won that championship. And for Grayson Waller, he's made it his mission that he wants to go to Perth, Australia a week from Saturday for the Elimination Chamber, represent WWE as the 24/7 champion. He's still got 3 more defenses, including this one, if he wants to accomplish that goal. And obviously I would never count out Dragon Lee if I were Grayson Waller. But as always, 24/7 title is on the line to start off Friday Night Smackdown.
Introducing the challenger from Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 165 pounds,
Can Dragon Lee finally win gold tonight? You could hear the boos from the fans in attendance, fans clearly favoring the challenger, Dragon Lee, here tonight. And Grayson Waller hands that championship over to the referee. Dragon getting a good look at what he is fighting for, as that is what it is all about, the 24/7 championship on the line. Dragon Lee the challenger, Grayson Waller the champion, as our opening contest starts right now. And this is going to be a bit of an interesting night here on Friday Night Smackdown. We are going to hear from the Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens. We're going to have a triple threat match for the final spot in the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Oh, cheap shot by Waller. Our main event, the Women's World Champion Mercedes Moné will take on Sol Ruca in a title eliminator match as well. If Sol Ruca beats Mercedes, she will be next in line for a Women's World title opportunity. We're going to see Darby Allin go one-on-one with All Ego Ethan Page as well. And we're going to have a number 1 contenders match to see who will be the first to challenge Meta-4 for the World Tag Team Championships. It'll be the former champions, the Motor City Machine Guns, taking on the team that actually beat Meta-4 last week, the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. So it's going to be an interesting night here tonight. All that and so much more still to come tonight. Meanwhile, in the ring right now, Dragon Lee looking to keep control of the arm of the champ Grayson Waller. And Dragon Lee, of course, this could be his last shot at winning gold. Dragon Lee, the man that WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio once regarded as the future of Lucha Libre. And Dragon Lee with a nice clubbing blow. And Dragon Lee going to go for the first cover of the match for the win. And obviously, it's going to take more than that to put the Aussie down. And speaking of Aussie, we just like to give our heartfelt condolences to the fans and friends and family of Ozzy Osbourne, the legendary rock musician who unfortunately passed away today. Rest easy, legend is now Dragon Lee. Oh, what the hell was that? Well, Dragon was going for something big and wasn't able to connect. Waller's still stunned though. Oh, reverse atomic drop by Dragon Lee. And Dragon Lee has suffered so many setbacks in his Universe Mode career. Oh, and now he connects this time with a Hurricane Rana. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And Dragon Lee with the knee as well. Well, the challenger doing very good in the opening stages of this match. Could this be enough to win the championship? No, not yet anyway. As Grayson Waller trying to fight back. Remember, he wants to go to Australia as 24/7 champion. But Lee, Mexican Destroyer. Grayson Waller, did you see his body bend like that? Now a standing shooting star. Well, Grayson Waller in unfamiliar territory as Dragon Lee wrestling circles around Grayson, now exposing the knee brace. Or the knee pad, I should say. And here we go, Dragon Lee drops down Waller. This could be Dragon's night for the title. Dragon Lee's the champion. Dragon Lee has squashed Grayson Waller. Well, Grayson Waller is not going to Perth, Australia as the 24/7 champion. Dragon Lee was all over Grayson Waller throughout this entire match pretty much. And Dragon Lee, just like that. Look at this by Dragon Lee. The Mexican Destroyer connects beautifully on Grayson Waller. Dragon Lee came in confident, ready to go, ready for this opportunity. And just like that, round the world we go. Drops down Waller, and Dragon Lee is finally a champion in his Universe Mode career. After so many setbacks in his career, so many failed opportunities, Dragon Lee now wins gold as he is our brand new 24/7 champion. What a victory for Dragon Lee, our new 24/7 champion, to kick off Smackdown. As what will happen now that Dragon Lee is our 24/7 champ. What a victory for Dragon here to kick off episode 16 of Smackdown. Well, what a win for Dragon Lee, our brand new 24/7 champion. But now it is time to crown #1 contenders for the World Tag Team Championships, as here come the former World Tag Team Champions. Motor City Machine Guns are here.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 420 pounds, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
And of course, it was at the Royal Rumble event in a Tornado Tag Team match where the Motor City Machine Guns lost those World Tag Team Championships to our current champs, Noam Dar and Oro Mensah, Meta 4. Obviously, Motor City Machine Guns looking to earn their rematch and potentially become the first ever two-time World Tag Team Champions in Universe Mode history. But if they want to try to do that, they need to go through these two men. Two men who scored a shocking victory last week against the current champs on SmackDown. Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders, looking for their opportunity. Look at these intimidating men.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 552 pounds, Ivar and Eric, the War Raiders.
Obviously, it was a little bit of help from the Motor City Machine Guns before the bell rang. Sabin and Shelley attacking the champions before the match began against the War Raiders. But the War Raiders were still able to get the victory nonetheless. And the War Raiders, despite their experience, they have never received a tag team title opportunity in their Universe Mode careers. They are looking for one here tonight if they beat Motor City here tonight. And look at the confidence of the War Raiders. Of course, a lot of experience in the independents as well for these two men. They are as destructive as they come. But here we go, as it'll be Chris Sabin and Eric starting off this tag team match between their two teams. Who will be the #1 contenders for the World Tag Team Championships? As Chris Sabin, the 10-time TNA X Division champion, looking to start off strong for the Motor City here. Oh, but Eric able to just shove away Chris Sabin. And of course, the size and strength advantage clearly go to the War Raiders. And the War Raiders were even petitioning this match not even happening because, well, the War Raiders feel them beating the tag champs last week was enough for them to be next in line for the World Tag Team titles. But obviously, Motor City also tried to invoke their automatic rematch clause, so that was why this match became official, because only one team can be next in line. And look at Motor City here, the double team expertise here by these two men. They're as quick as they come, and of course for Motor City Machine Guns, they're gonna need to use their quickness. As Alex Shelley legal now, going for the figure 4. Oh, but the big man able to get out of it. This match continues. It'll be quite interesting to see which one of these two teams will get the opportunity. And you got to think the tag team champions, Meta 4, have got to be watching this match closely, because whoever wins this match will be their first title defense. And now the War Raiders, look at this. Ivar plants him down. And we've seen Ivar do incredible things in both singles and tag team competition. However, Universe Mode, the War Raiders haven't really had a whole lot of opportunities like we previously mentioned. Not a lot of screen time up until now. And the War Raiders know that, and they don't want to let this opportunity go to waste. Here we go. More double team maneuvers. Look at this. Oh, wait a minute. The fallout. Beautiful maneuver early on. Cover by Ivar. Oh, and a kick out at 2.5 by Shelley. That was almost enough for the Raiders to get the opportunity of a lifetime against Meta 4. And of course, we've seen the Motor City Machine Guns ever since they returned to Universe Mode competition after a couple of months of hiatus suffer a bit of a losing streak in a sense in tag team competition. Oh my goodness, the War Raiders are absolutely torturing Shelley, but Shelley crawling and tags in Chris Sabin. Saban's legal. Now drop kick to Eric. And can Saban get the Motor City Machine Guns back in control of this matchup if they want that rematch? Chris Sabin. Oh, super kick. As experienced as they come. Well, both members of Motor City Machine Guns are, in fact. And now we're going to get another double team maneuver between the former champs. Here we go. We saw this a bit earlier. Nice sweep of the legs. Now into the chin lock. Into a drop kick. Blink and you'll miss it action between the Motor City Machine Guns. And now Alex Shelley into an armbar. Of course, Eric has his history of injuries in his career. Eric now. Big shots to the face of Shelley. Oh, and Eric tried to utilize some strikes. Not on Shelley's watch. And now Eric sending Shelley right into Motor City's corner. As now Eric going to tag in Ivar. The big man Ivar of the Viking Raiders. Oh, and a clothesline. Oh, and now throwing Saban into the ring. Saban not even the legal man. Ivar is powerhousing these two men. Throwing them away like trash. And now Ivar on the top. Elbow connects. Well, Saban's still in the ring. Cover. Oh, well, there you go. That's why you don't leave the non-legal man in the ring. But War Raiders still in control. Here we go. Are we going to see it again? Oh, the knee. And a clubbing blow. And Alex Shelley busted open from that knee. That was ferocious by the War Raiders. Oh, and a big shot there by Eric. The War Raiders know this could be their one and only shot to get a championship match here on SmackDown. But Alex Shelley still trying to fight back, but the War Raiders are too powerful. Oh, wait a minute. Shelley rolls through on Eric. Shoulders down to steal the win and a kick out. Oh, cheap shot by Ivar. And now Eric. Powerbomb to Shelley. The War Raiders have an answer for just about everything that Motor City are trying to hit on them here tonight. Another tag. These two men are absolutely vicious. Eric using Ivar's weapon into the corner. The double team, tag team chemistry of the War Raiders on display. And now Ivar has Shelley up. Oh my God. That's a bone crusher for sure. Cover. And Chris Sabin almost immediately breaks up the cover. And now the War Raiders must be feeling at least a little bit of frustration. Went for the leg kick. Oh, but he hits it anyway. The focus of the War Raiders. They have been waiting so long for this opportunity. Moonsault by the big man. A man that size should not hit that. Cover. The War Raiders are #1 contenders. The War Raiders are next in line for a World Tag Team Championship match. The War Raiders, they have been very vocal that they have waited way too long for a tag team title opportunity. They have beaten the Motor City Machine Guns here tonight, and they will face Meta-4 for the World Tag Team Championships. What a victory. And of course the War Raiders, ever so impressive, much like their performance last week, brutalizing the former tag team champions. Look at this. The assisted clothesline. And of course Motor City tried numerous times to get back in this matchup, but no matter what they could try, it was not enough. This was the maneuver that bashed Shelley wide open, the vicious knee. And Motor City tried again to get back into this matchup. They tried going for that double team maneuver yet again, but it was not enough. Ivar, ever so impressive in this matchup. Look at this. The Bone Crusher on Alex Shelley. And then a man that size should not be able to hit a beautiful moonsault like that, but that was enough to put Alex away. The War Raiders have done it. Two straight victories in a row, and the War Raiders have earned a tag team title match. Can we be looking at our next World Tag Team Champions, Eric and Ivar? Can we see them as champions? If I'm Metaphor, I'm running for the hills right now. What a victory for the War Raiders here on Smackdown. Well, the War Raiders are #1 contenders for the tag team titles, but now it is time to see who the final participant in the Women's Elimination Chamber match will be. As here comes the former champ Athena.
Making her way to the ring from Dallas, Texas, in the
Athena, former women's world champion all the way back in season 1. And for Athena, she is looking to go to Perth, Australia and have a chance to face a woman she has quite a bit of history with, Mercedes Moné, at WrestleMania for the Women's World Championship. Well, obviously for this woman, she has been widely regarded as the future of the Universe Mode Women's Division. Lyra Valkyria. Can she perhaps go to Australia?
and her opponents. First, from Dublin, Ireland,
Lyra Valkyria had a pretty eventful season too, of course, getting in a bit of a rivalry with Blair Davenport and assisting in the United Empire and Bullet Club Gold rivalry, and also getting a victory in the Women's War Games match back at Survivor Series. But for Lyra Valkyria now, her focus seems to be on championship gold. Failed to win the Women's Royal Rumble match, but can Lyra Valkyria perhaps win the Elimination Chamber? We know 5 women who are going to the chamber, 3 from Raw, 2 from SmackDown. Whoever wins this triple threat match will be the 3rd from SmackDown.
from Australia,
Well, here comes someone who wants to go home. Zarya. Obviously, great showing in her days on NXT. The last time we saw her, she teamed up with Sol Ruka to take on the Pure Fusion Collective in a Royal Rumble qualifying match. Unfortunately, Zarya and Sol Ruka were not able to get the job done. This is Zarya's 2nd match in her Universe Mode career. Can this be the match, however, that determines her fate at WrestleMania? Well, here we go. Athena, Lyra Valkyria, or Zarya. Who is going to fill the last spot in the Women's Elimination Chamber match? And look at this, Athena and Zarya. Oh, wait a minute. No, Lyra with a big suplex. Remember, triple threat rules. First fall first woman who gains pinfall or submission will be going to the chamber. We've seen a lot of these Elimination Chamber qualifying matches over the past few weeks on both Raw and SmackDown, covered by Lyra and Athena very early on, breaking up the pin. And Athena, beautiful crossbody to Zarya. Obviously, we know another hometown hero, Rhea Ripley from Monday Night Raw, will be in the chamber match. Look at the striking combination there by Valkyria. Oh, wait a minute, Zarya rolls through on Lyra, but of course Athena right there once again. And you can't blame Zarya for this desperation. She's in the ring with two seasoned veterans. Is now Athena. Oh, wait a minute. Shotgun drop kick into the corner. And for Athena, this is about redemption. Athena wanting that Women's World Championship back. She hasn't held it in a couple of years. And Athena has been overlooked, underappreciated up until a few weeks ago. Oh, joint manipulation there by Athena. And Zarya with a sledgehammer. Zarya tried another cover, but here comes Valkyria. Zarya, new look, new attitude. Oh, big shot there by Lyra. Now Zarya from behind just dropping Lyra almost right on that sledgehammer. And now Zarya looking to keep in control of Athena. Both Lyra and Zarya obviously yet to be champions in their respective Universe Mode careers. I mean, for Zarya, this is only her second match. Oh! Drops Athena down. Obviously, SmackDown General Manager Gus Nouvel, though, realizing the talent that Zarya possesses, her numerous performances in the independents. Oh! Big shooting star there by Lyra Valkyria, but now here comes Athena. Wait a minute. Oh! Beautiful flatliner. And now can Athena be close to punching her ticket to Australia? Wait a minute, Athena, I believe, has a baseball bat, but obviously Athena not going to let Zarya use it. And now Athena, great control in this match. Stomping on the back of Lyra Valkyria and a clothesline of Zarya. Athena doing good so far in this matchup. Oh, big shot right to the face. And now has Lyra into a powerbomb. Look at the power of the former Ember Moon. And the striking on display here tonight. What a performance. Code red to Zarya. And now Athena with the bat. Oh, right to the leg of Zarya. Zarya able to get right back up, but Athena drops her with a clothesline. And Athena knows this could be her chance. This could be her shot. Lyra throwing the kendo stick right at Athena. And now Lyra back in the mix. Clothesline of her own. And can Lyra get her opportunity? Whoa. Zarya. And Lyra narrowly able to escape. And now Valkyria. Big shot to the chest of Zarya. But now Athena from behind. No. Lyra able to counter. Here we go. Muscle buster suplex. Cover. Zarya's down at ringside. Will Lyra enter the chamber? No. You see a little bit of frustration on the face of Lyra Valkyria. She thought she was going to get it. But Zarya able to recover. Oh, beautiful power slam. But now Athena. Oh, wait a minute. No. Zarya able to break free. Oh, wait a minute. Lyra. I believe she was going to be trying to go for the Nightwing. But Zarya able to get out of it. Athena with the sledgehammer. And to both women. Time to play the game. Wait a minute. Zarya. F5. F5? We haven't seen that move since, well, since a certain someone used to work here. Used to be a UFC heavyweight champion. The F5 by Zarya. Nice takedown there by Lyra Valkyria. Oh, and a kendo stick to the skull. And this could be Lyra's chance. Zarya off the F5. Oh, but Zarya, just like a bolt of lightning, able to recover into a full Nelson slam. And now it's Zarya in complete control. V-trigger. Zarya is absolutely demented. We mentioned new attitude, new look, power slam again. This woman wants to go home to Perth, Australia. Will she do it? Suplex connects on Lyra. Oh, but Athena from behind. Athena, gutbuster, connects. Oh, Lyra. Wait a minute. Well, try to go for a cover, but obviously Athena's right there. I mean, I was going to mention, that's kind of dumb. But now Athena with the knee to the face. These three women are giving it their all. Zarya back in the mix now. No. Athena able to counter. Now with the kendo stick. And Lyra with the crossbody. And now Lyra with a baseball bat. My God. Breaking over the body of Athena. And Lyra has a chance. Suplex with a bridge. No. Thought she was going to try to go for a cover there, but appears not. And Lyra. No, Athena able to break free. Zarya drops Athena down. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer to the gut. Lyra realizing Athena's down. Cover. Hook of the leg. Almost got it. Almost got it. Lyra Valkyria almost entered the chamber. Oh, big shots by Lyra Valkyria. My God. Machka kick. Zarya, though, able to take Athena down. Oh, wait a minute. Zarya lining up the former champion into the spear. Spear connects. Lyra takes down Athena. And now the sledgehammer to the gut. But Athena able to recover. Oh, Zarya. Running right into the referee. And now Athena on the top. These three women are fighting like hell tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Fall away slam from the middle rope. Oh. And Lyra with the sledgehammer again. Drop kick by Athena. And now Athena with the sledgehammer again. Breaking it over the gut of Lyra. Athena realizes this is her chance. Shoulders down. Hook of the leg. No. Near fall for Athena. Drop kick by Zarya. Stunning Athena. And now Zarya going for it again. Ah, 5. But Lyra rolls through Zarya. Lyra's going to steal it. Shoulders down. Lyra Valkyria's going to the chamber. Lyra Valkyria has qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. What a match between these three ladies. As ladies and gentlemen, the field for the Women's Elimination Chamber match has just been confirmed. But man, these three ladies fought like their damn jobs depended on it. But it was Lyra Valkyria who managed to get the opportunity of a lifetime, a chance to potentially challenge Mercedes Moné at WrestleMania. Look at this by Zarya. Zarya had an amazing performance in this matchup. It was right here. Zarya hitting a brutal second F5 of the match. But then Lyra instantly rolled through Zarya, no escape, and Lyra manages to win. Lyra Valkyria is going to the Elimination Chamber match, as it will be Liv Morgan, Naomi, and Rhea Ripley from Raw, Charlotte Flair, Toni Storm, and Lyra Valkyria from SmackDown. The winner will face either Mercedes Moné or whomever the Women's World Champion will be for the title at the second annual WrestleMania. Who will it be? We will find out at the Elimination Chamber. As Will Ospreay's in the ring, here comes Jacob Fatu. Wait a minute! Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, the former World Champion, attacking the Royal Rumble winner. We know there's been issues going on between Reigns and Fatu for weeks. Well, Jacob Fatu set for another match against another former World Heavyweight Champion, Will Ospreay. Well, Jacob appears okay. This match is still going to happen at Jacob. Well, let's not forget the events of last week of Friday Night SmackDown, where Roman Reigns went one-on-one with Bullet Club Gold's Juice Robinson. Roman Reigns was going to walk out of the matchup, but Jacob Fatu prevented Roman from doing so, as it appears Roman Reigns is returning the favor, looking to screw Jacob out of this match with Will Ospreay. And let's not forget the numerous battles that Jacob and Will have had in their Universe Mode careers. As a matter of fact, Will Ospreay was one of the men Jacob Fatu eliminated in his road to winning the Men's Royal Rumble match. And now Jacob going to take out all his anger on the Aerial Assassin. And obviously Ospreay, a rival of the current World Heavyweight Champion Switchblade Jay White. And obviously all these issues have stemmed from a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown when Roman Reigns tried forcing Jacob Fatu to pick Drew McIntyre as the champion he faces at WrestleMania, so that way Roman can get his proper rematch against Jay White at WrestleMania. Jacob saying no. And ever since, Roman Reigns has made it his mission of making Jacob Fatu's life a living hell. As now Will Ospreay, realizing Jacob Fatu is less than 100%, looking to take advantage, went for a super kick. Oh, the collision by Ospreay. And obviously Ospreay, he has a bit of an unclear path to WrestleMania. He won last year's Royal Rumble match, failed to beat Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship. Will Ospreay, maybe if he beats Jacob Fatu, he could get a world title match down the road. Oh, but Jacob takes Ospreay down, and that's the thing with the Samoan Werewolf. Right when you think you have him beat, he just comes back for a fight. But now these two men fighting on the outside. Will Ospreay now with a powerbomb to Jacob. Will Ospreay, let's not forget, his last world title opportunity was all the way back at War Games, where he was screwed out of that opportunity by one Sami Zayn. Is now Will Ospreay. I guess you could thank Roman Reigns for Will Ospreay's performance in this match. Oh, wait a minute. Ospreay, look at this. Into a Styles Clash to Jacob Fatu. Beautiful transition. Cover, shoulders down, and almost got the win. But see, Ospreay shocked, and Jacob quickly back to his feet. Ospreay back to his feet, however. Look at these two men, the amount of history. And Jacob rolls up Ospreay, shoulders down. Wait a minute. No, Ospreay. Cover. And Ospreay with the win. Ospreay with a roll-through win on Jacob Fatu. Well, you got to think Jacob was not 100% because he was brutally attacked by the tribal chief Roman Reigns before the match. Will Ospreay took full advantage into a beautiful Styles clash on a Jacob Fatu. Almost got the victory, but Jacob able to kick out and then a roll through. And despite a slow count by the referee, I guess the referee was a little bit injured, Ospreay with the win. As Will Ospreay, the former world heavyweight champion, with an upset win over Jacob Fatu here on SmackDown, with a little bit of an assist from an old rival in Roman Reigns. And obviously this family feud between Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu as its breaking point. Roman Reigns wants a rematch with Jay White for the world title at WrestleMania, but obviously Jacob Fatu has the choice. But Roman is targeting Fatu now because of his defiance of the tribal chief. What does the future hold of this family rivalry? We will find out sooner rather than later. Well, here comes the Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens, who is set to address the WWE Universe here tonight on SmackDown. As what does the champion have to say here on the road to WrestleMania? It is the road to WrestleMania and about a week before the Elimination Chamber, and I am the current Intercontinental Champion, but yet I don't have an opponent. I don't have a challenger. This is an injustice by SmackDown higher-ups, and I suggest that this situation be resolved very quickly. Wait a minute. Candice LeRae? What the hell is she doing here? Kevin, a couple weeks ago you faced my husband Johnny Gargano in a match, and the Intercontinental Championship was not even on the line. So, how about I challenge you at the Elimination Chamber, and if I win, Johnny gets another match against you with the title on the line. You're on. Well, Kevin Owens mocking Candice LeRae, as it appears Candice LeRae challenged Kevin Owens to a match. And I've just received word by the SmackDown General Manager Wolf Ferris that it is official. Candice LeRae in Perth, Australia is going to go one-on-one with the men's Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens. And if Candice LeRae manages to beat Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber, then Johnny Gargano will become the #1 contender for the men's Intercontinental Championship. And we're going to make history, as this is going to be the first intergender match in a PLE in Universe Mode history. Candice LeRae versus Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber. Well, I can't believe what I just heard. Candice LeRae versus Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber? where if Candice wins, Johnny Gargano becomes number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. And speaking of number one contenders, here comes the number one contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Blair Davenport is here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Wellington, New Zealand, Blair Davenport.
As a couple of weeks ago on Smackdown, Blair Davenport won a gauntlet match to become the number one contender for Julia Hart and the Women's Intercontinental Championship. We have also received word that Blair Davenport will get that match at Perth, Australia in the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. Blair Davenport with a huge opportunity in Australia, but obviously Blair Davenport looking for some momentum before the big show. And obviously we saw last week Blair Davenport and Julia Hart got into a heated brawl backstage. Well, Blair Davenport appears to be okay, as Blair Davenport looking to have a match here tonight on SmackDown. As here comes the woman with the world's shiniest wizard, Tegan Nox, making her way to the ring. And obviously for Tegan Nox, we thought she was going to be the future of the SmackDown Women's Division. Had a lot of focus back in Season 2. Obviously not a lot recently, but obviously a win over the number one contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship in Blair Davenport could do a lot for Tegan Nox's Universe Mode career. Maybe get SmackDown higher-ups to notice her a hell of a lot more. As here we go, Blair Davenport and Tegan Nox one-on-one here on Friday Night SmackDown. And we've saw how chaotic SmackDown is becoming throughout the night. I mean, the War Raiders are the number one contenders for the World Tag Team Championships. Lyra Valkyria has filled the final SmackDown spot in the Women's Elimination Chamber match. And we're getting Candice LeRae versus Kevin Owens one-on-one at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view event. Was now Blair Davenport looking to get momentum in the early stages of this match with Tegan Nox. And of course, the great striking ability of Blair Davenport. And of course, we know Blair Davenport's good friend Jay White, the current World Heavyweight Champion. Appears Blair Davenport looking for similar success and looking to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Oh, big shot by Blair. Oh, and an uppercut. And Blair Davenport, obviously. Wait a minute, what the hell? There's a sledgehammer. Oh. Well, I didn't know this was a no disqualification match. Wait a minute. Well, I guess it is a no DQ match, so Julia Hart is here. And Julia trying to get her hits in. And Blair Davenport is going after Julia. The Women's Intercontinental Champion, her plan has failed. And Blair Davenport getting her shots in on the champ. Well, we are back here on SmackDown. As
Thought of something better. Get her to stand. At the bus.
Julia Hart with a flatliner, and Julia Hart attacking Blair Davenport. This is a no disqualification match here on SmackDown. Before the interruptions, Julia Hart, the Intercontinental Champion, came out and attacked Blair Davenport. Davenport tried fighting off Julia Hart best she could, but Julia managing to overpower Blair Davenport. And now it's Tegan Knox taking advantage of Julia Hart's distraction. Well, it's a no DQ match, but there's still countouts because 2K's a fucking idiot. Tegan Knox, beautiful takedown to Blair. Obviously, this rivalry between Blair Davenport and the Women's Intercontinental Champion Julia Hart has really taken its toll, as Tegan Knox looking to pick up the oh no, not on the floor. Canadian Destroyer on Blair. I don't even know if Blair will even make it to Perth, Australia, to the Elimination Chamber. But Tegan Knox looking to take advantage into the cover. Hook of the leg. And Tegan Knox is beating Blair Davenport, thanks to Julia Hart. Well, obviously, we had no idea at first that it was a no disqualification match, but Julia Hart with the flatliner to Blair Davenport, and Tegan Knox took advantage in a huge way thanks to the attack. Brutal shots with the sledgehammer. The beautiful takedown there from the top rope. And Tegan Knox, this was devastating in its own right. The Canadian Destroyer connecting on the #1 contender. Here is the cover, and Tegan Knox with the upset win here on SmackDown. The world's shiniest wizard wins again. As can that prove to SmackDown General Manager Gus Nouvelle and SmackDown higher-ups that she could be one of the next in line for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, especially if Blair manages to win the title at Elimination Chamber. I don't know, because this match could really decrease her confidence a little bit, because at Elimination Chamber, Julia Hart will once again defend her Women's Intercontinental Championship against a woman on a meteoric rise here on Universe Mode, Blair Davenport. Will Davenport win her first piece of championship gold, or will Julia take another victim? We will find out a week from Saturday at Elimination Chamber. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our co-main event of the evening. As here comes All Ego, Ethan Page. And look who he brought. Ethan Page, all ego, promised us that this is going to be the year of all ego. He failed to earn an Intercontinental Championship match a few weeks ago. And Ethan Page, he didn't come here on SmackDown alone, as he's brought his tag team partner in the North, the walking weapon Josh Alexander, with him to ringside. Josh Alexander, another underutilized talent here on Universe Mode, as it appears Ethan Page is looking to have Josh Alexander give him an advantage in this upcoming match against Darby Allin. As here comes the Daredevil.
And his opponent from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 228 pounds,
Darby Allin, two-time WWE Tag Team Champion alongside his mentor Sting, and a former United States Champion in his time on the Monday Night Raw roster. Ever since Darby Allin came to the Blue brand, however, things haven't really worked out in his favor. Darby Allin, a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, faced Tyler Bate one-on-one, where he failed to earn a match against main event Jey Uso for the Hardcore Championship. But Darby Allin never one to give up, as he's going one-on-one against all ego Ethan Page here tonight on SmackDown. And of course, for Darby Allin, the odds are not on his favor, but Darby Allin has made a career out of overcoming odds. I mean, the man climbed Mount Everest, for God's sakes. Well, here we go. Darby Allin, Ethan Page, one-on-one. Oh, and Ethan Page right to start off the match with a thumb right to the eyes. And of course, speaking of Sting, obviously Sting retired at SummerSlam late last year, where he lost to the Demon Finn Balor. You see there the walking weapon Josh Alexander returning to Universe Mode as well to cheer on his tag team partner Ethan Page. The tag team known as the North. Oh! Big shot there by Page. And now Ethan Page with a elbow drop to Darby Allin. And Ethan Page, he has made it known that he wants championship gold. Let's not forget last year's WrestleMania. He was part of an 8-man ladder match for the United States Championship. And Ethan Page nearly won that match. Oh, but Darby takes Ethan down. And can Darby Allin get back into this matchup? Nice moonsault there. And look at Darby here. Into the crossface applied on Ethan Page. Oh, but referee Jessica Carr calling for the rope break. Ethan's legs were underneath the bottom rope. Good officiating there. And Darby, Hurricane Run at Ethan. You got to think, what role will Josh Alexander play in this matchup? Oh, big boot by Darby. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. No, I thought Josh was distracting Darby. Darby now on the middle rope. And a shotgun drop kick. Beautiful maneuver there by the former United States champion. Darby now. Oh! Big shot of the gut. And Darby doing very good here. This is unlike the Darby Allin we've seen over the past few months, where he just kept being on the losing side of things. And Darby again on the middle rope. Oh, the code red from the middle rope. You've got to be kidding me. And Ethan kicks out. Darby, I bet even he couldn't believe it. That was a beautiful code red that connected on Ethan Page. And now Darby stomping on all ego. Well, Ethan's going to need a miracle if he wants any chance at beating Darby Allin here tonight. Oh, well, Ethan Page rolls up Darby. And a kick out. Ethan, if I'm Ethan Page, I would keep my foot on the gas pedal. Nice shot to the back. And obviously, Darby Allin is a career daredevil. No regard for anybody else's safety, even his own. Oh, Ethan into the power slam. Beautiful maneuver to Darby. And I bet Darby's out. Darby must have no idea where he even is. And now Ethan gonna go for it. Into the Ego's Edge power bomb. Cover. Hook of the leg of Darby Allin. And Ethan Page with the win. Darby is out. Oh, wait a minute. Josh Alexander bringing a steel chair. The North. Oh, scaring off the referee. And now, wait a minute. That's the hardcore champion, Jey Uso. Jey Uso is here. The hardcore champion coming to the aid of Darby Allin. As the North retreats. Main event, Jey Uso returns and comes to the aid of Darby Allin to fight off a 2-on-1 attack by Ethan Page and Josh Alexander. As well, very honorable effort by Jey Uso here, as you got to think what the fallout to this attempted attack is going to be. What a victory for Ethan Page, but great maneuver there by Jey Uso to help Darby Allin when it looked like Darby was going to be screwed. Well, it wouldn't be a SmackDown without its fair share of controversy, as now it is time for a Women's World Championship Eliminator match.
Making her way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, the WWE Women's World Champion, CEO Mercedes.
Obviously, Mercedes Moné successfully retained her championship against Kairi Sane at the Royal Rumble event. Obviously, she is going to find out who her challenger is going to be at WrestleMania in the Elimination Chamber match, where the winner will face her for the championship. But Mercedes has this woman to worry about, Sol Ruka, making her way to the ring. Obviously, Sol Ruka, her last few Universe Mode appearances haven't really gone her way, but obviously if Sol Ruka could find some way to beat Mercedes here tonight, she will earn herself a Women's World Championship opportunity. Obviously, we know how good Sol Ruka could be down in NXT, one of the most athletic superstars, male or female, in the Universe Mode roster. And can Sol Ruka have the upset of the century and earn herself a world title match? As here we go, Mercedes Moné and Sol Ruka. Here we go. As Sol Ruka, look at this, poison rana to the world champ to start off the matchup. I don't even think Mercedes even expected that. Oh, Sol Ruka, obviously, this is a title eliminator match. You cannot let up when an opportunity like this presents itself. And Mercedes Moné now. Oh, big shot there to Sol Ruka. And now the world champ. Springboard crossbody connects. Mercedes Moné promises that she will be a fighting champion. A lot of people don't really agree with that statement. Mercedes Moné. Oh, the big shots there to Sol Ruca. Oh, but Sol able to respond with a Hurricane Rana and a shooting star. Blink and you'll miss it. Kick out there by Mercedes. And Sol Ruca obviously has been overlooked the past few months. But this is a career-making moment. No, Mercedes with a knee. And Mercedes now realizes that Sol Ruca is definitely no slouch. And Mercedes is going to have to try to use any means necessary. Now collar and elbow tie up between these two women's wrestlers. And Sol Ruca is in the main event of a Smackdown. How good is that? Oh, Mercedes in a cheap shot. But Sol Ruca still trying to fight strong. The knee into another poison Rana. Sol Ruca, I am very impressed by her performance early on in this matchup. This is a Sol Ruca we should have seen months ago. But Mercedes. Wait a minute. Hammerlock DDT on the floor, my God. Mercedes, any means necessary. Backstabber on the floor. The backstabber connecting on Sol Ruca. And Ruca right into the announce table. Mercedes now using any means necessary to make sure that Sol Ruca is not her next challenger for the Women's World Championship. Count of 6 by the referee. As it looks like Mercedes is going to favor a count-out victory here in our main event. Count of 8. Will Sol Ruca get back to her feet? Count of 9. Sol Ruca is back in the ring, beats the count. This match continues. But Mercedes Moné Maker connects. Count to 100. Mercedes Moné has beaten Sol Ruca here on Smackdown. The Women's World Champion with another win here on Smackdown on the road to WrestleMania. And if I'm either one of the 6 women in the Women's Elimination Chamber match, I would keep a level head, because that is the woman you might be facing at WrestleMania. Mercedes, look at this. Brutal backstabber to Sol Ruca on the outside. And then a beautiful, looked like a kill switch into a bulldog. And Sol Ruca almost lost by countout, but then almost immediately after, Mercedes with the Moné Maker connects. And that was enough for Mercedes to get the victory here on SmackDown.
Here is your winner, CEO
Mercedes Moné, the Women's World Champion, with the victory. As could we see Mercedes get her hand raised in victory at WrestleMania? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude Season 3, Episode 16 of SmackDown here in our WWE 2K25 Universe mode. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on so that way you never miss an upload. And until next time, this has been your boy, Willie Alexander. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much to Gus Novell or Wolf Ferris for booking every single SmackDown here on Universe Mode, and I will see you in the next video. Be good, people, and peace.